Unknown 9, the most brutal Sweet Baby Inc. AAA go woke, go broke situation that we have seen yet.
Hey, what's up guys, Riff here. So today we're going to be once again talking about Unknown 9 Awakening, because now they're facing the music. The game is live and this sweet baby infested product is seeing the fruits of its labor. And how is it?
I see an angry lesbian that's gonna take out all of her hatred against men on her woman companion. Which is the most classic and hilarious thing that the world has unironically created for us.
Going, you ask? It is going terribly. In fact, the live player count right now is only a fraction of that of Concord after they launched only about a month ago. So before we get into the actual numbers here and some of the fallout,
imagine having a worse performance than Concord. That is insane.
Related to this game, let's talk about how bad of a failure this is, because Bandai Namco has invested a lot into this game and the future of the related franchises. So back in 2020, they did exactly what PlayStation did with Concord. PlayStation purchased Firewalk Studios and Concord in the hopes of making a quick buck on that acquisition, and that turned out horribly. And here we have Bandai Namco back in 2020 acquiring Unknown 9 developer Reflector Entertainment. And of course, this was a big gamble because it wasn't just this game. They were investing in an entire self-described universe where the goal of Reflector is to make
effectively a trilogy, which is hilarious. Good luck, Godspeed. It's not gonna happen.
The Unknown 9 product something that is an entire universe with more games, comics, books, even possibly movies and so on and so forth.
This is probably going to be another situation where a month after this, we find out that the Unknown 9 devs were thinking that, oh my god, this is going to be the next Star Wars yet again. AKA the exact same delusions Concord devs actually thought that this is going to be the next big thing. This is going to be bigger than Star Wars, more players than GTA 6. Oh my god, they legitimately thought they're making the future. And these people, most likely with Unknown 9, thought the same exact delusional crap. Again, remember, being a liberal is just effectively saying you have a mental illness and you're not willing to cure it.
Supposed to be a huge future investment into a booming franchise, but it had one major flaw. Back in March of this year, it was discovered that this company and this game had a connection to Sweet Baby Inc., the Sweet Baby kiss of death, if you will, because people discovered that.
Oh, that sounds pretty good, not gonna lie.
In the entry credits of this game, right on their
own
website, you can see David Bedard, the co-founder of Sweet Baby, as well as Kim Belair, who is the CEO of Sweet Baby, and that pretty...
You know what's my favorite part? Kim Belair literally sounds like a villain name. That's my favorite part. It literally sounds like a villain name.
Pretty much crippled any excitement for this game. In fact, the trailer released a few days before the official launch was absolutely brutalized on YouTube. You can see the like-dislike ratio. There's pretty much no coming back.
1 in 7 people decided that they're gonna take the time out of their life to dislike this trailer because it was that bad. And this is just people naturally choosing to do so because there's no hype around this game. No one expects it. No one knows it's happening.
Back from that when it's only days before release. In fact, this game is so bad that even games journalists are not going to bat for it. Despite all of the woke nonsense infecting this game, even they don't want to support it. IGN here giving it a 5. Just to give you an idea, they gave Dustborn a 7. So this game...
Yeah, because it's AAA. The fact that even IGN can't give it a 7, because remember, IGN's score as described by having a child is a disability, what's her face? Is impossible. Every AAA game is at least a 7, and everything under AAA is below a 5, because, well, reasons. No one understands dumb reasons.
Game in their eyes is actually worse than Dustborn, and that is really saying something. But I guess based on the collapse of the first trailer, they learned something because as the game was about to go live, they released the same trailer for the Japanese side of their gaming base there, and you can see their official account with 1.8 million
Disabled by owner. Nice.
subscribers getting less than 1,000 views in the first 5 hours. To give you an idea, this video will achieve that in the first few minutes. So the fact that with
this video is going to get more views than that. That's insane.
that many subscribers and a big launch like this on a major AAA release, they can't even break 1,000 at that point. That is really sad. But like I said, it appears that they learned something from the other trailer because they disabled the like-dislike section. Even though it is technically private, there are extensions that allow you to see the like-dislike ratio, just like you used to be able to for many, many years up until the recent change. But yeah, there was a lot of other developments going on around the time of release. You would see Craig come out here and make another rumor about his retail insider who has access to 800 plus big box stores, claiming that the pre-order numbers of this game were abysmal. A total of 46 pre-orders, but 12 of them were canceled, so it was actually like 34 pre-orders for this game. 34 pre-orders.
And again, when we see the actual numbers playing the game, you're going to understand why this correlation matters.
Over 800 stores. That is really embarrassing. And with these sorts of insider infos we've gotten before, they seem to be pretty accurate. Whenever he claims there's a certain number of pre-orders at these big box stores, they tend to add up pretty accurately. Except some people don't believe it. Entering from the shadows, Alyssa Mercante, she got a whiff of that tweet, and she would make her own response here with this interesting tweet saying, "The Christ of Fascist blog," citing an aging YouTuber who lost
Christ of Fascist. No wonder her vagina smells like rot.
all his old colleagues and friends because he's a dick and claims he has Best Buy insiders as a source for their latest article. My source is that I made it up. So there's a lot to unpack here. First of all, she's referring to that park place with this comment right.
Listen, my source is I made it up is honestly in a lot of cases better than when these sources I lied.
Right here. And it's not too surprising that someone like Alyssa from Kotaku would be jealous of their site because they have a lot of respect from gamers and they're growing very quickly because they're willing to call out people in.
Now, to be fair, Alyssa most likely thinks it's deplorable and disgusting that gamers have shared the same opinions as you, because that's bad, because all gamers are toxic chuds. Yeah, I am. Yeah, Alyssa, I am. Hey, it's great.
In the industry. And that's something that Kotaku will never do because they don't want to call out people who share their own agenda. And on top of that, unlike that park place, Kotaku and related sources like that have no respect from gamers, and they rely on getting hate clicks, which at this point they're so irrelevant, people don't even want to hate click on their articles anymore. And on top of that, she tries to criticize Craig by calling him an aging YouTuber. That's very interesting. Unfortunately, we're all aging, which is a very weird thing. Like, I don't know, Alyssa's not like some 18-year-old. Like, we're all aging. It's odd to think that someone can't have an opinion on things.
Isn't Alyssa prehistoric by technically?
Because they're aging. Like, it's kind of a strange attempt there, but it's just more desperation. And on top of that, she has a big issue with the Best Buy insiders claim. And as it turns out, to the shock of you, I'm sure, that claim about the pre-order seems pretty accurate based on the results. But she would also have this reply saying a whole bunch of things that I'm not reading any of this out loud, but Craig will say promo code Alyssa.
I don't know. He's the one who wonders about my mental health on his videos and makes my name discount makes my name a discount code. Seems like his is vet for me. What starts with a B and it ends with Y? I have no idea what that word's supposed to be. Booby? No, that we would see the top of the B, I guess. I don't even know what this is supposed to be.
Alyssa for $5 off your annual membership at therealgameawards.com, which is a pretty cool project if you want to check that out. But anyways, let's get to the results of this game. Well, as it turns out, Unknown 9 Awakening is a huge flop, and those pre-order numbers seem to track pretty well.
Yeah.
So right now, as of recording...
Again, you see this number, 260 players roughly? Store pre-orders, remember how much I said roughly account for? 10%. 10%. And this is roughly 10% of in-game users.
In this video, there's around just over 200 people in-game, and there is a overwhelmingly negative set of reviews right now.
And 10%... Oh, no, not really. Okay, never mind.
57 negative reviews versus 16 positive. This game is really, really struggling. And on top of that, you can see this is from the first 10 or so hours.
Hey, at least this graph looks pretty fun. Unless you pay attention to the numbers and what's happening.
Of the release, and they couldn't even hit 200 in the first 10 or so hours. And that is a really embarrassing number, especially when you also consider, according to people who have reviewed this game, apparently it only takes about 10 hours to complete this game on normal difficulty. So,
well, to be honest, that's not bad. Wow. 10 hours for the game. That's not necessarily bad.
Basically, if you do the math, you're paying about $5 per hour to play this game, and then...
Oh, right. This is not a $30 game. No. This is a $50 game, which literally makes it roughly the same equivalent as Starfield Shattered Space.
Run out of things to do in about 10 hours. Like, that's crazy. That's not worth a $50 price of this game. And since then, this morning, the player count has risen to a staggering 257 player peak. And even that, to me...
Well, it is... Well, when this video came out, it was Friday, so everyone's off. Everyone's, doing the things that they love. And for some people, apparently it's the equivalent of self-flagellation, but in computer game form, which is very cool, I guess.
Feels very artificially boosted.
And the funny part is, most likely, most of these people who are doing this are gamers who want to make fun about this and make videos being negative about how bad this game is. Now, the trick here, obviously, is the fact that you don't need to play crap like this to know how bad it is and to make fun of it. Okay? I don't play most of the absolute shit tier games that I talk about. I didn't play Starfield Shattered Space because why would I? It's obviously a failure. I didn't play this. I didn't play Gollum. So many cases, but you don't even have to play a game to know exactly how poorly bad it is.
And the reason for that has to do with these discoveries by some users like this. So, the game was redeemable with the purchase of a new AMD graphics card and was sent for free to thousands of new GPU users. Yes, that is a real claim, because if you look at the Steam reviews right now, almost all of them have one thing in common. If you look at this section right here, product received for free. So a lot of people are customers of those related...
Oh my god, so the 10 people who decided to unironically play this game also got duped because... they got the game for free.
Products, and they got Unknown 9 Awakening for free. And I think a lot of these people saw the buzz.
Wow, I got this game for free with the AMD GPU purchase. And even when I feel like I want a game... and even then, I feel like I want the game refund. The combat feels like it is from 2005, as well as the lack of facial expressions. The lack of facial expressions is a feature, because if you look at currently the most popular woke TV stars in Hollywood, none of them have any idea how to have more than one facial expression. Look at the Acolyte, look at pretty much honestly anything, and you're gonna see that there is only one facial expression: excited, scared, confused, constipated, lesbian. That's right, because lesbian is a facial expression. You bigot! How did you not know that, okay? Here on this channel, we support the LGBTQ, whatever it's called, agenda. Give me free shit.
On Twitter this morning because people are starting to show screenshots of the low player count and all that stuff. And these people have been informed that they have a free copy. And now they're going out and they're trying the game, and almost all of them are leaving negative reviews, just like this one, and it's artificially boosting the numbers a little bit. Again, we're still sitting at an abysmal number of 200 or so players. To give you an idea, Concord at its peak player count was nearly at 700.
Yeah, and in Concord, you had the choice between ugly, skinny black woman with Jordans, or black, non-skinny, fat, ugly woman with not Jordans. It was great. It was one of the heroes in Concord had an attack called White Guilt, where she just killed white people with throwing out the typical crap. It's great. It's just and this was worse than Concord. Man, honestly, there's just absolutely no truth in this world. There is just no fairness in this world. This should have had more views, more players than Concord should have had less.
100, and they remained in a player count of about 200 to 400 players leading up until the announcement of the shutdown, and they can barely even achieve that mark right now. But let's read this review. Wow, just wow. I got this game for free with a AMD GPU. Eyes just...
We already read it, so,
stays that way. And they're not kidding about the eyes staring straight into your soul. I mean, this is just... the screenshots and some of the clips coming out from the...
Classic. You know why these companies can't make eyes look decent? They're all like this. Because they're just trying to replicate themselves, and they're soulless. They're parasites upon this world.
This game are... They gotta be trolling at this point, right? Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Actually, you know what? Let me be a little more politically correct here. Like, if you find this unattractive, chuds, you're a bigot. Okay?
Yeah, that's right. A Nazi.
Behold, the modern audience, ladies and gentlemen. This is what they want. And,
beautiful.
That modern audience, of course, doesn't exist. But I wanted to play something real quick because I find it very interesting, and it really sums up
on the diversity of Unknown Ain Awakening. Yay!
What's going on with this game and anything.
You know what's the funniest part? The fact that they wanted 2 hashtags for this. They wanted Unknown9, and they have the hashtag U9A. Man, they unironically probably thought that one hashtag is not gonna be enough for people to use, so and then they
do it. So here is the actress behind the main protagonist of this.
This is sadder than the Lord, the Rings of Power fan base that currently unironically exists, okay?
Game. And there is a clip that people discovered, a YouTube short here, where she was doing an interview and talking about basically what's the appeal of this game? What's the appeal of the main protagonist?
It's diversity, because diversity is the most important thing ever. Fuck white men, because they're not diverse enough. We only want women. And somehow this all turns around, by the way, that white women are the main thing in diversity. Don't know how that happened, but hey, I'm fine with that.
And you will watch her struggle for about 40 seconds, stammering, trying to find a reason.
She's struggling because she's mentally deficient. Not that it's hard to talk about the game. Get your facts straight, Rev, okay? I can see brain damage when I see it, okay?
Promote this game and show how interesting it is, and then she just goes, diversity.
I am excited. I'm excited for people to...
See? British. On top of everything, goddamn British, okay? Oh my god. Oh my god. Britain can just not get enough school stabbings, okay?
To hopefully feel empowered by this character who is...
It's really posh, yeah. Where are my cockies? I'm gonna, where's my bar? Where's my bar? Oh, How did we let Britain exist?
So grounded, so inspired by like things that are outside herself, bigger than her.
Press power button, hold, tap the mic. What is her name? What is her beautiful yet disgusting name again? Anya Chalotra. Tap. Is Anya Chalotra mentally retarded? What are your theories about Anya's biologic family? Onward.
To promote this game and show how interesting it is. And then she just goes, diversity.
I am excited. A game as diverse as this, with that many voices and that.
You didn't even say it properly.
And that kind of, that exploration.
Yeah, as per
also, that was sped up, wasn't it?
usual, when diversity in your video game is your best selling point, that game is doomed, okay? That appeals to the modern audience, which we know doesn't exist, okay? If you can't do anything beyond just diversity of characters, you're not going to succeed as a game. And it's not because people are bigots or hate minorities. It's because when you only have diversity as a selling point, that shows you don't have a good story or good characters, and it always shows with products like Unknown 9 Awakening. But one more thing I wanted to show real quick is the complete lack of hype surrounding this game. I took this screenshot.
Oh no.
Right about at the time I recorded this video, and you can see on the Twitch tab here, there's about 2,700 people watching.
You know what's my favorite thing? Because this is how YouTube works. There's always going to be someone on YouTube, on Twitch, who see a new game release and they think, yeah, this is going to be my shot to success. And it works a lot of times. There are literally people who have, careers now because Diablo 4 launched, because Last Epoch launched, because, an expansion of World of Warcraft launches. Just because they are smart enough to. And by the way, you view bot on Twitch. A new game launches and there's competition. Fuck that. You view bot 100%, no exceptions. If you're on Twitch and you're not view botting, or you're a woman and you're not using a transparent seat and have a camera under there, you're just not even trying to be successful. I'm sorry, but you're not putting in it. Okay? What was my original point? Oh, yeah. And some people are ironically dumb enough to look at Unknown 9 and be like, yeah, this is my shot to success.
The Unknown 9 Awakening tab on Twitch. And if you look at what...
well, anyway, thank you, Rev. Very cool, very cool. 10 out of 10. Have a nice day. That was Rev. Bye.